So if you see somebody's requesting to join, that'll just be Alex.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just recording the call for
Yep,
notes.
that's fine.
It's a AI notes which will actually give you a full draft on what we are talking and what are the different points. It'll automatically throw everything important notes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We use that now. It's a bit of a game changer, isn't it? It means you don't have to scribble things down when you're having a conversation.
Yeah, so I don't normally take any physical notes nowadays. I just switched on Gemini, and it actually captures really good points.
Perfect. That's perfect. Do you want me to just quickly? I'll just quickly give Alex a call if you don't mind, just to make sure he's joining. If not, then we'll just we'll be able to crack on. I'll just give him
Yeah.
a quick call now. Just bear with. Alex. Well,
I'm
maybe
I'm
he's again.
much, I'm pretty much onto the tax side of it.
Yeah.
So I know major international tax as well as all the capital gain tax on the corporate side. So I've been comparing Canada tax as well as Switzerland and UK like capital gain tax.
Okay.
Yeah, I was comparing, and Geneva has no tax in capital gain.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a comparison that I'm doing on the tax side. So when you're running the corporation and you're taking out the investments, you can directly take the investment out of Switzerland. So
Okay.
but any part like they have capital gain and also expense deduction as well as interest claims and all these things which can go on. I
Okay.
think Alex should be knowing all the expertise on the tax.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's worth having somebody that knows their stuff on the call in any case. I think I asked Alex to join at quite late notice, and he's got to go quite soon. Why don't we just ask you to tell us a bit about how you think we might help and give us some background on Diamond Foyer, and then we can pick up from there if that works.
So I have started my corporation by 2015, and I have developed all these assets, IT assets, by operating the corporation from 2015. And I developed the e-commerce platform,
Yep.
which is IT service facilitation platform, where it's all automated on the plan and pricing, building, and getting the quotation, getting the requirements. Everything is fully online,
Mm-hmm.
along with all the part payments or full payment, however you receive the payments on the subscription side or the first payment or whichever model, everything is all there within the payment side as well. So I've developed this IT platform, e-commerce platform.
Yep.
Plus, by 2018, I launched cybersecurity is my as a project
Yep.
because I was actually at that point I was actually seeing all different vulnerabilities in Windows platform. So I did a complete cybersecurity research, and I have built the infrastructure from 2018. I slowly built the infrastructure first, server and client infrastructure, and then later I have transformed everything to a complete commercial data center unit, as well as the cybersecurity data network infrastructure. So now I have a pre-production complete commercial data center unit, plus the softwares which are required for building it. It's all self-branded with Unix, and the cybersecurity which I'm actually inheriting when I'm developing the data center. So along with the server side, client side, or any type of cybersecurity to be built. So I'm building alongside with it. And on the cyber data network infrastructure, that's a separate hardware and software. Everything is all built out for web hosting and doing all the commercial activity for monitoring the cybersecurity, as well as identifying any threats and updating any type of vulnerabilities in the firewall side or gateway side. So any type of monitoring and due diligence can be done from that cybersecurity data network infrastructure. So that's a separate hardware and software.
Okay, that sounds nice. Well done. And give us a sense how you feel we might be able to help or advise.
So on the investment side, I'm looking like the total assets for all the assets that are being developed till now.
Hmm.
It's about $1.2 billion value,
Yep.
and which I have issued about $52 million in CAD. So that is that has to be monetized, and those issued equity has to be monetized before I could have a completion on the tax part of it, and all the compliance part of it. I have structured my corporation as a corporate trust, and myself as principal, and also the corporate to spend and expand the assets. That's the one expensing through the corporation, but corporate trust is the vehicle for me to use all the investments to go in there as reinvestments, to raise the capital and then move it to the corporation for expanding, so that it's a master trust. Like corporate trust it's a master trust where it's all unlimited tax deferred. There is no taxes when you're spending everything through the corporation. That's
Okay.
the main key vehicle that I'm using. And whatever investments that I'm going to realize, that will go into the corporate trust, and then it'll be moved to the corporate, so that everything is all expensed out through the corporation, so that there's no tax liability, or and also it's all it's reinvested income and expensing through the corporation. So it's all having the legal section to actually complete unlimited tax deferral can happen through this corporate trust vehicle. And also on my innovation side, as I have been into cybersecurity to compare all the different products. So as I've already given a notes in the email stating I've compared all the existing security products, antivirus products, and those don't have my way of idea or methodology, which could be a next generation, because that cybersecurity idea, when I'm implementing, it'll be a game changer in the cybersecurity industry, as well as it'll be a next generation, and it doesn't exist anywhere in the world. I've compared Norton, I've compared McAfee, I have done the Komodo. I've used all the Avast product and Avera, so many other top security products that I use. All these products are not having the idea where I'm going to implement on the device level for cybersecurity, where it can change everything in this cybersecurity industry.
Okay. So forgive me for simplifying. Is it that you have some fixed assets within the corporate structure and are looking to raise cash against them so that you can further build the business? Is that the main priority? Or am I
Uh,
misunderstanding?
for the asset management perspective, as a fund manager, so you should be able to have the asset management strategy. So once I'm deciding to have my investments to be cashed in London, and
Yeah.
then I to move to London with innovative visa, and as a resident, and then I can expand the data center pretty much within 1 to 2 years time, because
Okay.
I have all the tools and designing tools and everything together. I just need a small team, like where they can have a little bit of support. But other than that, I'm an independent developer on the hardware assembly, software side, and everything's all ready to go to expand.
Okay. So then on the asset management side, then is there currently liquid capital like cash and listed investments inside one of the structures right now, or is that something that's going to come in the future?
No, it's all structured. The portfolios are all structured, and the structure is asset trench, which I have. Asset matrix is the way that I classified my assets, and I'm actually like approaching the fund managers to monetize based on the asset trench. So one particular asset trench will be discrete and internally classified within my assets. So as data center assets, cybersecurity assets, and e-commerce assets, and also general rights and governance, which is more of like trademark, goodwill, up like future patents, and also like I have past copyrights, and all of these things all together is another assets. And the future stocks, which I'm talking, is pretty much very extensive, where you can actually design a whole city with this concept on kinetic energy. So I have done my master's in MEMS nanosystems, and also the business part of it. So that part is coming in as one of my strengths, to have renewable energy to integrate with data center. So that's the kinetic energy part, and also I have a battery concept, which is a unique idea, where it's going to have a different perspective, rather than depending on the lithium standpoint. So all of these things, like I have a major future assets as well. Once I expand the data center and cybersecurity with the cybersecurity application, which I'm targeting, which could change the world. So that part, once it is done, then I'll move to integrate the kinetic energy, as well as have a laboratory for me to have the battery, to put my ideas in, to get things done along with it.
Okay. So that makes sense. I don't know if you got any questions, Alex, but that makes sense from a, I guess, what we would call a liquid assets perspective, whether that's intellectual property or hardware or data centers, whatever it might be. But is there something that so I guess the thing where we step in and help entrepreneurs and businesses is more with the liquid capital. So if there's a big cash balance in one of the structures, or long-term assets that you want to hold in a liquid way, that's really what we would be able to help with. But
The capital side, like that's where I have asset trench. So once I have the asset trench provided, you should be able to monetize it, and provide me the cash, so that I can go ahead and have another asset trench given. So by doing this, like we will do up to the issued equity,
yeah,
is about I would say investments is about 52, but I have all the equity and all the calculation, which was about around $100 million as a capital gain. But I will actually have to have Alex together, and then do all the different tax and financial planning when I have those investments cash going into the corporate trust, and then spending it through the corporate.
okay. So cash will be received into the corporates by trading activity, but are you also looking for investment into one of the structures, or debt into one of the structures, or asset finance, or I'm just trying to
Equity transaction. So I have all the shares being defined. So $40 per share is the current share that I've defined, and I have all the values for each and every asset. So that's why I said, when I give the asset trench deed agreement, that'll cover all the value, how much shares, and how much share value. Everything is all there.
Interesting. So it sounds like, sorry to just be asking lots of questions. And
You're,
Alex, do interrupt me if you feel that I'm missing the point here as well, guys.
you're custodianing the shares and
Yep.
then giving out the capital. And
Yep.
I'm expanding in London. So once I expand, so you will have all the trench one by one coming in, and
Sure.
then you do a complete asset management for up to $1.2 billion.
Okay. That makes sense. So I get, is there anything immediate, or is this more of a forward planning exercise in that case?
You
Because
mean
it sounds, yeah.
I have everything right ready. So
Okay,
I just have to get the capital and get the residency and fly out.
fine. So would you want us to be, so there isn't currently any cash in the accounts, but you're going to market to sell some of the asset base to realize the cash, or?
It's all custodian activity, and
Yep.
so on the and also you can do a trust company service where it's all trust based,
Hmm.
where there's no taxes or there's nothing. Everything is going to be spending through the corporation and through the trust. So
Sure.
with
Have you got that set up yet?
yes, Alex.
Okay, where's that all set up?
Um, Alex, the corporate trust is all at the moment is all CCPC, the Canadian trust. It's a master trust, which is a corporate, and I'm the corporate trustee, and I have actually designed this as my vehicle to have easy cash flow through the investments, and then having to expand it without no interferences with the tax, because everything is all I can provide the difference on the master trust and inter vivo trust. And inter vivo trust is a personal trust, and it's all you can family members can manage it, but the corporate trust and corporate and master trust is managed only by the corporate trustee. So that's the difference. And I've got inter vivo trust as well for real estate planning and estate freezing and all the other activities, but on the corporate trust side, it's more about it's a vehicle for me to get the liquidity from my equity transaction, and then having that capital going into the corporate trust, and then spending it through the corporate for expansion, all the expenses.
Okay, that's Canadian resident.
Yeah, I'm a Canadian resident. I'm a Canadian citizen, and yeah, so I saw all the procedures there in the UK, and I have graduated in UK, Edinburgh, Scotland, by 2006, and then I went to China. After a few years of financial work in Lloyd's TSB, I went to China on the MEMS and MEMS industry. It's a sensor industry where Sensata, National Instruments, and other corporates in Shanghai, they were actually entertaining the manufacturing side and designing side. So I was in the key as one of the key there for doing all the different LabVIEW programming to integrate the test and measurement instrument, and then I was actually doing the prototype for our TMAP sensors and MAP sensors for all the designing of all the circuit boards and ICs. So I was in that industry, and yeah, as far as I've been all over. So now moving to permanently in London with having an innovator visa, where I should be able to get this data center, cybersecurity, kinetic energy, and as well as the battery, everything expanded out in London.
Okay, so are you personally moving to London?
No, I have a family. I have my wife and son. My son is about 14 years, so he's already grown up to be a teen, and yeah, I have to slowly train him on various different things because he's not he's just a learning stage.
Okay, so are all of you moving to London, or you're staying in Canada?
No. All three will be having the residency to move to London.
Okay, and have you looked at Canadian exit taxes?
Yeah, those things are like Canada is having too many infringement activities against the high net worth individuals.
Yeah.
Particularly in Western Canada, all Western Canada are corrupted, and yeah, there's lots of corruption going on with the finance and investment side, and it's not a good market. So you could see literally in Canada, there's no big brands. So since because it's a false economy, infringement, copycat. It's similar to the developing country. It's not if you see Western region, it's all developing country. All many people do a lot of offenses and infringements.
Okay.
So this
Have you looked at your personal tax position in Canada though? Because Canada will levy a departure tax on you when you leave Canadian residence.
like at the moment, like I want to get the capital and then like have the moving plan and everything. When I'm exiting, I will have experts like yourself in the tax, international tax, and also I have a full, complete tax background on because I was actually doing the corporate tax myself from 2015. I slowly learned, and now I'm a very high level wealth management as well by having tax and financial planning on the investment perspective as well as all the income perspective. So I'm pretty much aware of all different section numbers for claiming CCPC, like capital dividend gain, and also corporate directors payments, all the other parts which I need to be positioning everything and making sure I can take all the money out from 2015 and then reporting through your through to my LEI, so you can actually report that investment to the LEI, and then I'll take out all my payments from 2015, and then having an expert like yourself as well as legal counsel for me to get everything sorted out before I can fly out.
Where will the cash actually come from?
Sorry, Nick.
So where will the cash that will come out of the structures eventually, where will that be generated? Will that be business activities or sale of the assets?
Okay, so the corporate operating income is one thing. That's a active business activity.
Yep.
And the other thing is capital gain dividend, which is coming from my assets.
So you will sell the assets to somebody?
No, it's a custodian activity. That's where you are doing asset management as a fund manager. So you do the asset management by having custodianing my equity, and then having the capital access so that I can expand in London, and then move all my assets to London and invest all my assets in London, making sure I can have a head office and then have this Canada as either a branch office or I just close it down.
Yeah, have you taken advice on these elements? So have you had a tax advice? Have you got some formal advice on the structure, and which other advisors are involved in the conversation?
Yeah, so I've been talking to all the advisors. Like I know all the categories of securities as fund managers and investment advisors and also dealer broker. So all the different licensed like advisories all over the world, as well as mainly I've major relationship with US as well as other parts. I approached a few in Germany and also Canada is screwed up. Like I don't have too much relationship with Canada because Canada is having infringement activities. So mostly I'm planning to move to a capital cities like New York, London, and also like on the south side of US as well. So I've been everywhere talking to all the different people, and now I have the full capacity of structuring the portfolio structure, like doing the complete structuring of your assets and terming with all the with all the trust agreements which has been formed, which is a master agreement, along with the asset trench based deed agreement, which is a split of assets.
Mhm.
So all of this structure is all independently done. Everything is all fully.
Well, I think a reasonable next step is, I don't know, Alex, you give me your opinion, is for us to have sight of those documents and bits of advice so we can understand a bit better the overall situation. And I guess my question is, how do you want us to help at the
So
moment?
as a fund manager, you're actually custodianing my equity and then providing the capital for each an asset tranche. So asset tranche, we will start with say $2 million first, and then we'll move up slowly. But let's first start with $2 million of my equity to be held, and then you should be able to give me the cash transfer to my Canadian bank account for me to deal with all the process before I could. Yeah.
So it's really good to meet you. I don't know if Nick said I have to run off, but if there's anything I can do to help with structuring the tax, personal tax of you moving to the UK, or helping you set up your corporate structures within the UK, then that's definitely something I can help out with. So I'll leave you to carry on with Nick, but more than happy to look at both of those things as and when they become relevant to you.
Yeah, Alex, for you, I think you have to be focusing on my corporate trust side, where I'm actually moving my equity to the corporate trust and then taking the money from the corporate trust. So there is transfer restrictions as well. So I own 80% of common shares, 100% of preferred shares, and corporate trust is also like 20% is 20% shareholding. But when it comes to more equity which needs to be liquidated, then I transfer it, and I have the transfer restrictions and documentation, trust compliance documentation before I can transfer more equity to take out the money.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So look, I've got to jump off now, but I'm happy if you share that. If you're able to share the structure, then as a starting point, then we can start looking at that.
Yeah.
Really nice to meet you.
Alex. Thank you.
Very nice.
I think that's a good idea. So if you could, so just to be super clear, so you would transfer equity in the business, so a liquid equity to us, and then what you are looking for is liquid cash to be transferred out with the equity as collateral against that cash.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fine.
So that's where the asset management comes in. So you're actually doing an asset management by holding my shares and then giving out the capital. So that's how all the investment banking works.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I see what you mean now. So yeah, it would be really good if you could send those documents through, and I'll probably run that by one of my colleagues who deals more in that area, and then from there, I think if we have another conversation, that's probably the best way forward.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I will send out the necessary documents with French structure, and then if you have any further questions, I should be able to clarify it. But everything is all ready. It's ready to on the structure perspective, legal structure perspective, trust structure perspective, and also my innovation. So it's too hectic for me.
I understand. Yeah, that's fine. But if you just send that over, I'll be able to dig through the detail, and then we can pick up from there.
Yeah. So once you handle the asset management and liquidation side, and I should be able to focus on the corporate expansion and innovation side. That's more complex than all the other parts on the taxes or financial or any other planning. When it comes to cybersecurity, it's pretty extensive. And managing all this together, inclusive of understanding the tax and compliance portion, that's too huge for me. That is also out of the ocean to understand.
Absolutely.
Now I'm a whole complete corporate business perspective. So I'm a whole. So I'm full, 100%.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, let's do that. If you send those through, and then we'll pick up from there.
Okay, perfect. And what is the timeline, Nick, for because I'm ready with documentations, and it's more about me giving the documentation, and you can start transacting and cashing out, so that I need to prepare myself and making sure everything's all is all happening pretty much in days.
Yeah, I probably just need to have a look at the documents first of all, and then we'll be able to pick up from there.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay,
Well,
Nick. Yeah, it was a
that's
pleasure
excellent.
talking to you and Alex, and I look forward for a long-term relationship. And yeah, so once I London is a place, is a capital city, and I would like to have my head office there, so that all my assets and everything gets expanded out there.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's see if we can help.
Okay, perfect.
Amazing. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Have a good
Speak
day.
soon. Speak soon.